Okay, so I'm making this video to respond to a comment that I got on one of my other videos, and it was a negative comment, so I thought I would respond to it here. Actually, I got another negative comment, but it was more like a troll, but this one was sort of comprehensive, so I'm going to respond to it. And her name is Pura Vida. And so, this video is to you, Pura Vida. So, this video is to you, Pura Vida. Anyways, I was honored and inspired to get any comment at all. It's painfully obvious that this woman is exploiting women more than she claims that other people are doing to women within Costa Rica. This is familiar. It reminds me of those that reprimand ones that speak about a problem. Instead of addressing the actual problem, they're like all upset for the person that spoke about it. It's like if a person does something wrong and somebody points it out, they'd all be like pointing back at them. You actually want to say that I am the problem for pointing out a situation? I am exploiting women and doing it more so than men who are sleeping with them for money? Please, actions speak louder than words. She purposely uses sex in her title to attract many people seeking to discover what sex may be like in Costa Rica. To capitalize on the term sex when she knows very well that prostitution all over the world is the world's oldest profession. So there's two parts to that sentence. Number one, using sex in my title to attract people. Yo, this is about sex. I call it like it is. And I had a point to make to a friend of mine. Now, if you look at my other videos, I've not only used this venue for only this topic, but maybe it's a good idea. Do you think it's bad to capitalize on things? And if so, what things? Now, this is what I was waiting for somebody to say. Prostitution is the world's oldest profession. Okay. Oh, have I ever heard that before? Yeah, prostitution is pretty old. But it came less from like the roots of career and profession, and more like the evolution of exchange or necessity or depravity. It's probably more like the creative development of money, rape, violence, slavery. Prostitution does have a history. You should look at how that history came about. As importantly, she misleads the viewers, as prostitution is legal in Costa Rica. Is that your selling point much? It sounds like you have an agenda promoting this legality. Did you see both videos, part 1 and part 2? Because I was misleading no one. Clearly that is not what I said. You should listen again. We do not need more hypocritical entrepreneurs trying to capitalize on the sex profession, as there are plentiful on YouTube, and for good reason. Sex sells. Capitalize? I just posted 2 stinking videos on this topic. Please remind me, how am I capitalizing? What is interesting about this is if I was to post a feminist video, or like a Gamergate video, or another video with a point of view, an activist point of view, then I'd probably get people looking at my video that had similar views, because YouTube has this algorithm, and you end up seeing the things that you're interested in. So it's funny, all these activists put up videos, and they're probably seeing more from the people that already have those point of views than able to expose themselves to people that probably need to see another point of view. And what I think is interesting about for the title on my videos is it probably attracts people that should see this videos. It's attracting the people that have a different point of view, probably, than what I'm presenting. So I think that's kind of funny, actually. On YouTube, I see many channels who borderline on promoting tourism and sex tourism. And we all know that pimping is illegal in this country. I've actually seen few videos on YouTube talking honestly about this situation and looking at things from another point of view. Many women in Costa Rica are streetwise and mature faster than what we see, for example, mainly Caucasian populated countries in which there are more opportunities. There are streetwise women and sheltered women everywhere on this planet. I'm not sure what faster maturing you're referring to about Costa Rican women. If you are sweepingly talking about how Costa Rican women reach sexual maturity faster than countries that are populated by white Caucasian people, I'm not sure you're right about that either. You must look deeper into the culture and how it is curved by the history of its social economics. In Costa Rica, many women do not have the opportunities found in America. And with ever increasingly restrictive immigration laws, especially in the US, some women see having a relationship with an American as the only means to immigrate to the US. Yes, the laws here are such that it is much more difficult for a Costa Rican to visit the US than vice versa. Just saying, this is America that we're talking about in totality. Now, the fact that there's more opportunity in the US, do you think that's because it's more Caucasian populated? The USA dominates these small countries, and there is a history of agreements and trade-offs that has shaped these countries' social standing. Costa Rica has become a mecca for finding a foreign husband. Go, 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 go. Costa Rica has become a mecca for finding a foreign husband. Costa Rica has become a mecca for finding a foreign husband that will not impregnate them and leave them as they have been accustomed to there, to raise a family alone or even be beaten when their spouses are drunk. Wow, you sure pack a lot of shit into one sentence. Some of the prostitutes in Costa Rica come from other countries. It's a place where girls can come to make money without a formal education. Girls come from everywhere to service this demand. A mecca for finding a foreign husband? Basically, you could go to most places in the world and wave a bunch of money and get pretty much anything you want, including a girl. It often has little to do with love and mostly just getting out of poverty. Speaking of impoverished lifestyles, I think single moms, domestic violence, and alcoholism exist in the US too. They realize that the American male is the best provider and can help them achieve. America. Yeah, North America, Central America, South America. Americans. The average older man who can travel from the US to Costa Rica is probably educated, which doesn't mean he's intelligent. And he probably has an easier time making money than most Costa Rican girls. Yeah, I know a few Costa Rican girls who hooked, met a man, and then got married. Now, why can't she provide for herself? And what do you think she wants to achieve? Now, why can't she provide for herself? Why, this YouTuber, self-promoter, is trying to subvert these women's rights and hope that they see for a better life is alarming. The same as a preacher trying to force his self-righteous beliefs upon a society. It's a moral travesty. How on earth am I subverting girls' rights? I'm not fucking them, I'm talking about them. I'm sure girls are affected more by the penetration of men than by my little vlog. They're making action, I'm just making talk. And I'm talking about something that is illegal in the US. What do you think that is? And lastly is the part that most got my attention. A moral travesty to discuss what is happening? I'm not preaching to you or asserting self-righteous beliefs on society. I am a part of society, and I have a point of view that's based on some knowledge. Now, the more material you write, the more I have to talk about. Especially in the US, some women, oh. My God, oh. Okay. 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 Oh, God. Okay. Now, stop that. Okay. Where was I? Where was I? Okay. Okay, many women in Costa Rica are streetwise and mature faster than what we... Now, the more material you write, the more I have to talk about.